You've been with the Good Neighbours for a while, and
About 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
And
2 or 3 years.
have they been a good support? Have they been?
Oh, they're fantastic.
In
they're
what way?
lovely.
What services have you enjoyed?
I go to the lunch club, and they've taken me on various outings, which have been very enjoyable, and we've been to see shows with them, and they're all so kind and so lovely and always smiling, so helpful.
You were born in 1925 in London, is that correct?
Yes, in Hackney.
In Hackney.
Yes.
So you are a Cockney of...
Yes.
You're an East Londoner.
Yes.
It was a terraced house with a number of relatives living in there with you.
As far as I know, I had one of my mother's sisters, one of my aunts, living in the same house. Because I have a cousin that has the same registration on her birth certificate as I had on mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And funnily enough, about 10 years ago, my granddaughter bought a house in the next road, also opposite Victoria Park, where they lived for a few years.
It was quite a poor area in those days,
I should imagine so, yeah.
Yeah.
Very working class, I think.
But as you said, you weren't there for long, so you moved out.
No, we moved, from there we moved to Clapton.
Oh.
From Clapton, I think we moved to Muswell Hill.
Right.
And from Muswell Hill, we moved to Millhill.
So in the 30s, you were in Muswell Hill, were you?
Yes.
Did you enjoy your time at school?
I enjoyed my time at St Mary's in Hornsey. It was a lovely school, and I really loved it there. And I was very upset when I left and came to Bell Lane.
Bell Lane, yeah.
Which was a very old-fashioned school. We had the old-fashioned desks and everything. I made quite a few friends there, but I really missed St Mary's. The teachers were lovely, all except the PE teacher.
PE teachers are never lovely.
No, she was very, very strict.
Yeah. So it's 1930s. You're living in quite a nice place in Muswell Hill.
Yes, lovely.
Plenty of friends there?
It was... I didn't have a lot of friends as such, only at school, because, to be honest with you, whenever we moved, whenever anybody moved, there was always somebody from the family. We always had uncles and aunts living in the same area. So most of my friends were my cousins. I had about 25 cousins.
25?
Yes.
Wow.
And we sort of...
So there was like a family network.
So we could, if my parents weren't in, I could go to one of my aunts, and if my aunts weren't in, they could come to us from school.
Yeah.
So that was lovely.
There was a huge change in telecommunications in the 30s as radios came in. Did you have a radio?
Yes, I remember my brother making, my oldest brother, making a little cat's whiskers radio.
Oh, yes.
And then we had a radio which was always on, and we used to listen, Christmas time, and used to listen to all the shows on the radio.
Any particular radio stars at that time? Was it people like Arthur Askey, or... Because they were the stars in a way, the way the TV stars were 20 years later. There's no
Arthur
TV,
Askey,
Tommy Trinder?
Tommy Trinder, yes. Max Miller.
Oh, Max.
Yeah. Yes.
Did you go to the cinema?
Oh, I used to go to the cinema at least twice a week.
Really?
Yes. And my father loved the theatre and the cinema. He used to take me a lot. I remember my father taking me to see a musical. It was one of the Broadway They called them Broadway musicals. And that was the first time we'd seen a coloured film.
Yeah.
That was absolutely mesmerising, yes.
Did you ever see Gone with the Wind?
Yes.
Because that was in colour. That was an early one in colour.
I saw that in Golders Green.
Did you?
I went with my father to see that, yes. We had 3 cinemas in Muswell Hill. And, but my dad was very fond of the theatre. I saw the Ink Spots, which were good then, and Sophie Tucker when she came over from America. I can't remember any of the others, but he loved going to the cinema and all the musicals.
Yeah. So who were your favourite cinema stars, film stars in the 30s?
Yes. Oh, gosh.
Oh, you said Fred Astaire, didn't you?
I've got a magazine somewhere, a scrapbook somewhere that I made them. There was Tyrone Power.
Oh, yes. Tyrone Power, yes.
Yes.
Cary Grant?
Cary Grant, yes.
The war changed things a lot for everyone. You know, the blackout,
Absolutely.
I'd forgotten about the blackout. Yeah.
We were very fortunate in Mill Hill, really. We didn't get... we had a lot of, air raid warnings, but we really didn't get a lot of destruction or bombing.
Did you have an air raid shelter?
Yes, which we only went in about twice because every time it rained it filled up with water.
Yeah.
We used to sleep on the mattress. We had a big mahogany table that one of my uncles that was a carpenter made, and us children used to sleep on a mattress downstairs under this table at night.
It made you feel safer even if you weren't.
We did, yes.
Rationing came in, and there's been a lot of articles about how rationing changed people's eating habits during the war.
We were very fortunate. My mother was a very good economical cook. We had a very big garden and we had chickens, so we always had eggs. And she used to buy because the meat rationing wasn't by weight, it was by price.
Okay.
So my mother used to buy the cheaper cuts of meat, so she got more for her money.
That makes sense.
And fish wasn't rationed. We had a very long garden in Dollis Road, and my father grew, you name the vegetable, he grew it.
Yeah.
And my mother used to say she wanted whatever it was she wanted, and he'd go out and dig it up for her, potatoes, carrots, onions.
God, that makes such a difference, doesn't it?
It did make a difference.
When did you start singing? When did you start? Because you love blues and jazz, don't you?
I can't remember really how it started. I think I went to a youth club, and some of the boys there and girls there, one played the piano and another one played the saxophone, and we had a upright piano, and on a Sunday we used to rehearse at my parents' house.
Oh, so you had a piano at home, an upright piano at home?
Yes, an upright.
Where did you go to sing?
To clubs.
To clubs?
And pubs.
Right, okay. Was there a regular pub or
and
club?
dances. Dance
Yes.
halls. Yes.
See, that's different from now, isn't it? We don't
Yes.
really have dance halls. All that
Yes,
has
you
really
had
gone.
local dances
Right.
in local dance halls, and that's where we used to
So
go.
that lovely picture of you, looking like Barbara Stanwyck, was that sort of dress you would have worn when you were singing?
Yes.
So who were your great favourites? The singers or the jazz idols that and blues idols you looked up to?
Oh, gosh.
Because in the 40s you think Glenn Miller, but he's not really blues, is he? He's more swing.
Yes. Oh, yes, it was Glenn Miller and, and all that sort of thing, and jazz all the jazz bands.
So
I
Gwen
used
Miller
to,
was
I used to
swing.
go to the jazz club at 100 Oxford Street.
I used to
That's
go.
where
I
met
used to
my.
go there.
That's where I met my husband.
You met him at the 100 Club.
Yes, yes,
Wow, that's quite romantic, and it's.
yes,
I mean, it's still there.
yes,
It's. I've been to it in quite a
yes.
few times.
Oh, I can't remember the names of all the singers and musicians that later on became stars. Were there. I remember George Shearing, the blind pianist.
I know the name, but I didn't.
He was there, and there was. As I say, I can't remember the names now. Though.
VE Day. What happened
I got married.
on VE Day?
No, just after VE Day.
Oh right.
Yes,
And was it a big party?
yes.
Because I've read reports that the parties went on for days and days and days.
Oh, we were dancing in the street and everything like that. Yes.
Did you go down to Buckingham Palace and down into central London?
Yes, I saw. We happened to be in the West End, near Trafalgar Square, and when the King and Queen and the two princesses were going to,
Really?
they drove past in an open carriage. They were going to a service.
Do you remember the coronation, the Queen's coronation?
Yes. For a short time, we had a flat in Acton.
Okay.
And one of the neighbours had a black and white television, and we all carried into their room and sat on the floor and watched it in there.
Was that one of the first times you'd seen a television?
Yes. When the children were young, I was looking after them,
Yeah.
but I worked mostly in retail, all sorts of different types of retail.
Yeah. Do you enjoy that? Enjoy retail work?
I enjoyed it because I was with people. I like being with people.
Yeah. So that's why you like the Avon work, because you're still with people, aren't you?
Yes, yes.
Are you still working on Avon?
I'm still not a lot now because as I've had to give up driving, I just do family and friends.
Yeah.
I was going to give it up, but I must be the oldest Avon lady.
I know. Are you? Do you think you are the oldest Avon lady? You must be.
And but my daughter said, "No, Mum, it gives you something to do," and she helps me. But I don't do a lot.
So you took up amateur dramatics and singing later on after Joe passed away.
Yes.
Because he passed away quite young, didn't he? Really?
Yes. Yes, he was 50.
Yeah, that's no age.
No.
No age at all.
I joined 2 or 3 different groups. Mostly we did charity work. We used to put on shows to raise money for Sunday school lessons for the children and other charities. We did a lot of charity work for multiple sclerosis as well.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes, we used to do them at the Garden Suburb Hall.
Oh, yes. Oh,
there.
yes. Yeah, yeah. And that's really, even now, up to very recently, if you weren't, when you stopped performing, you were still in backstage helping out there.
Front of house, yes.
Is that what they call it, front of house?
Yes, front of house.
Front of house. So that's been a big part of your life after losing Joe, hasn't it?
Yes, yes, that gave me an interest.
Yeah. And now you live with your daughter.
My daughter's next door, yes.
She came back to this country and
Yes.
you very graciously gave her the house and you built an extension house.
We had the house extended
Yeah.
and she lives in the main house because she had the 2 boys. And I moved in here because I didn't want her to move away.
No.
Prices prices in London were so high.
Yeah.
I go to different clubs.
Yeah. So you've got other clubs you go to as well?
Yes.
Very good.
I go to a Jack's Club on every other Wednesday, and on a Thursday I belong to U3A,
Oh yes.
and I go there every Thursday. Now I'm not able to drive. One of the members picks me up and takes me.
So that's the University of Third Age. They're all over the country, aren't they now?
Yes, yes. We play rummy cubs on the Thursday.
Ah, right, okay. So you're playing cards.
And I love that. So I'm out most days. Tuesday I go to the lunch club.
Yeah.
Every other Wednesday I go to my Jack's. And every Thursday I go to rummy cubs. Friday the good neighbours take me shopping. So during the week I'm out quite a bit.
Yeah, makes a
the
difference.
Weekends I'm not out so much.
Yeah.
But,
well, that's lovely. Well, thank you very much. I think that's
thank
that's
you.
it.
It's been a pleasure talking
Oh, it's been a
to
pleasure
you.
to listen to you.